I'm meeting my friends for lunch. I'm meeting my friends for lunch. They were free to leave the building after the fire alarm went wrong. They were free to leave the building after the fire alarm went wrong. Would he complain? Would he complain? Do you have a bar? Do you have a bar? The bus route has changed. The bus route has changed. Do you want grape juice? Do you want grape juice? They were burned. They were burned. Were they rehearsing the play before the director changed the script? Were they rehearsing the play before the director changed the script? Did I walk? Did I walk? He doesn't play the guitar, does he? He doesn't play the guitar, does he? It can wait. It can wait. Are you coming to the conference next month? Are you coming to the conference next month? How was your morning? How was your morning? Can you lend me your pen? Can you lend me your pen? You should get well soon. You should get well soon. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. Let's make our own personal opening. Let's make our own personal opening. After 2 nights, they can become businessmen. After 2 nights, they can become businessmen. He will study English at the language school. He will study English at the language school. The land was very even and very difficult to envelop. The land was very even and very difficult to envelop. He didn't do clowns often. He didn't do clowns often. We go swimming in the summer. We go swimming in the summer. I'm going to church. I'm going to church. They want to learn to swim. They want to learn to swim. Was our spouse a pie player? Was our spouse a pie player? I will have to exhaust all my options before making a decision. I will have to exhaust all my options before making a decision. Sam with Isabel. Sam with Isabel. He had long, curly hair. He had long, curly hair. The children were playing in the park. The children were playing in the park. Can't they focus on the sunset? Can't they focus on the sunset? Does not return later. Does not return later. They practiced yoga to increase their flexibility. They practiced yoga to increase their flexibility. International law is important for the regulation of international relations. International law is important for the regulation of international relations. Autonomy. Autonomy. Will they not insist? Will they not insist? Was your nephew a lecturer? Was your nephew a lecturer? Won't I yell in 2 weeks? Won't I yell in 2 weeks? Is he coming to the party tonight? Is he coming to the party tonight? Am I not occupying? Am I not occupying? Do we have any topic? Do we have any topic? I shouldn't include. I shouldn't include. Doesn't it get old later? Doesn't it get old later? The conference will be held in March. The conference will be held in March. Check when. Check when. This came for you and I did this to you. This came for you and I did this to you. Could you give information about the social facilities of the campus? Could you give information about the social facilities of the campus? We will travel to a new country. We will travel to a new country. Let's go shopping this weekend. Let's go shopping this weekend. Good luck in French. Good luck in French. The house was decorated for the party. The house was decorated for the party. The store is closed during the holiday. The store is closed during the holiday. Do they shoot sometimes? Do they shoot sometimes? Did you fall? Did you fall? I need to buy food weekly. I need to buy food weekly. Whose voice did I hear? Whose voice did I hear? We go swimming every Sunday. We go swimming every Sunday. He should have taken the bus instead of walking. He should have taken the bus instead of walking. The singer performing tonight is famous. The singer performing tonight is famous. We are not economists in the twilight. We are not economists in the twilight. He is studying for the exam. He is studying for the exam. Was he honing his guitar skills before the band invited him to join? Was he honing his guitar skills before the band invited him to join? Their daughter was an intensive care specialist. Their daughter was an intensive care specialist. Was my brother an artist? Was my brother an artist? I don't kick. I don't kick. We wouldn't start. We wouldn't start. You'll be waiting for the bus when I call you. You'll be waiting for the bus when I call you. You should not feed the animals in the park. You should not feed the animals in the park. I don't think the internet is necessarily the best source of information. I don't think the internet is necessarily the best source of information. Can't be a farmer sometimes? Can't be a farmer sometimes? The news starts at 6 o'clock. The news starts at 6 o'clock. Can borrow. Can borrow. Normally I can't get hurt. Normally I can't get hurt. You usually don't approve. You usually don't approve. Where can I find household cleaners? Where can I find household cleaners? Consistency in following a healthy diet leads to better health. Consistency in following a healthy diet leads to better health. They were studying for a dance competition. They were studying for a dance competition. It will take one day. It will take one day. Fall into water. Fall into water. He will have completed the course by next week. He will have completed the course by next week. Payment was made in cash. Payment was made in cash. You will come on time. You will come on time. He read a newspaper article about climate change. He read a newspaper article about climate change. Will I post sooner? Will I post sooner? He has already cleaned his room. He has already cleaned his room. Small shops. Small shops. I learned to sew to make my own clothes. I learned to sew to make my own clothes. What a beautiful sunset. What a beautiful sunset. Our guests will arrive tomorrow. Our guests will arrive tomorrow. Their mother is a barista. Their mother is a barista. We need to buy food weekly. We need to buy food weekly. Students are studying for the exam. Students are studying for the exam. Watching sports is interesting. Watching sports is interesting. After 4 days, he may not worry. After 4 days, he may not worry. Whose cat is meowing outside? Whose cat is meowing outside? Was her grandmother a guard? Was her grandmother a guard? You don't become a weekly housewife. You don't become a weekly housewife. Can you play weekly? Can you play weekly? The company had been facing financial difficulties for months before restructuring management. The company had been facing financial difficulties for months before restructuring management. Your friend is a jeweler. Your friend is a jeweler. My car is yellow. My car is yellow. Sometimes I don't have lunch. Sometimes I don't have lunch. What did you walk? What did you walk? Wouldn't you have researched after a week? Wouldn't you have researched after a week? 1 day ago can be a plumber. 1 day ago can be a plumber. He was working on a puzzle. He was working on a puzzle. Does he like chocolate? Does he like chocolate? Can you swim? Can you swim? He is the guard. He is the guard. The email was accidentally deleted. The email was accidentally deleted. He needs to buy a new computer. He needs to buy a new computer. He has been learning to play the piano for a year. He has been learning to play the piano for a year. I'm going to take a break from studying this afternoon. I'm going to take a break from studying this afternoon. Are your cousins psychiatrists? Are your cousins psychiatrists? We should not paint. We should not paint. Was not suspicious. Was not suspicious. I am going to the cinema. I am going to the cinema. Can you lend me your phone charger, please? Can you lend me your phone charger, please? He came late to the party. He came late to the party. He's meeting his friends for lunch tomorrow. He's meeting his friends for lunch tomorrow. They'll be on stage in an hour. They'll be on stage in an hour. Nothing, just look. Nothing, just look. The concert was liked by everyone. The concert was liked by everyone. But if we want to achieve our goals, we must work hard. But if we want to achieve our goals, we must work hard. My bag is bigger than yours. My bag is bigger than yours. She does ballet on Wednesday evenings. She does ballet on Wednesday evenings. He works hard to advance in his career. He works hard to advance in his career. Isn't he always a philosopher? Isn't he always a philosopher? Do they do it often? Do they do it often? He did not study for the exam and failed as a result. He did not study for the exam and failed as a result. I'll be a lieutenant at dawn. I'll be a lieutenant at dawn. Good to go. Good to go. He sang a lullaby. He sang a lullaby. I can't believe. I can't believe. Could you pass me the remote control, please? Could you pass me the remote control, please? Shall I confess? Shall I confess? After finishing this project, we can finally relax. After finishing this project, we can finally relax. We have a large and comfortable seating area. We have a large and comfortable seating area. Could he be a warrior next year? Could he be a warrior next year? I forgot my keys at home this morning. I forgot my keys at home this morning. The sun is the brightest star in our solar system. The sun is the brightest star in our solar system. Can we complain? Can we complain? They can grow normally. They can grow normally. Hit. We may not be able to talk later. We may not be able to talk later. His half-sisters are cashiers. His half-sisters are cashiers. What is your purpose? What is your purpose? The sun is the brightest star in our solar system. The sun is the brightest star in our solar system. Don't you do it after 5 nights? Don't you do it after 5 nights? Are their nephews entrepreneurs? Are their nephews entrepreneurs? Why not right away? Why not right away? I'm going to the game tonight. I'm going to the game tonight. To hurry. To hurry. Do they run normally? Do they run normally? They are studying for the exam. They are studying for the exam. His colleague is an actuary. His colleague is an actuary. He will be happy if you give him a gift. He will be happy if you give him a gift. What time do you come to school in the morning? What time do you come to school in the morning? I wouldn't start. I wouldn't start. Was my family reporters? Was my family reporters? He couldn't fish at noon. He couldn't fish at noon. Set your goals and create a plan to achieve them. Set your goals and create a plan to achieve them. I found my keys. I found my keys. They go to the amusement park on holidays. They go to the amusement park on holidays. How far is it to the nearest bus stop? How far is it to the nearest bus stop? Where can I find canned mushrooms? Where can I find canned mushrooms? Aren't they surrounded? Aren't they surrounded? We are excited to start our new business. We are excited to start our new business. I have a choice. I have a choice. The document has been edited for errors. The document has been edited for errors. He may forget his anniversary. He may forget his anniversary. What do you want to say? What do you want to say? She likes to do yoga in the morning. She likes to do yoga in the morning. What is your favorite type of food? What is your favorite type of food? This typhoon is worse than last year's typhoon. This typhoon is worse than last year's typhoon. The next day I would go to the grocery store. The next day I would go to the grocery store. The movie was watched by millions of people. The movie was watched by millions of people. Can he train for 10 years? Can he train for 10 years? I can't find my black hat. I can't find my black hat. How much sugar do you take in your tea? How much sugar do you take in your tea? I am going. I am going. He plays the piano every day. He plays the piano every day. They shouldn't believe in the sunset. They shouldn't believe in the sunset. Competitive. Competitive. Tony has a day off. Tony has a day off. Was our grandmother a window cleaner? Was our grandmother a window cleaner? Impatient. Impatient. The book is on the table. The book is on the table. You may not have been a songwriter before. You may not have been a songwriter before. He had lived in London for 5 years before moving to New York. He had lived in London for 5 years before moving to New York. I can speak for education. I can speak for education. Social inclusion. Social inclusion. Compulsory. Compulsory. Cannot adapt. Cannot adapt. There are many different dialects of English. There are many different dialects of English. We may have to postpone the trip. We may have to postpone the trip. Self. Self. We fail. We fail. They are playing chess. They are playing chess. 10 years developing? 10 years developing? The East Coast was hit by a severe storm. The East Coast was hit by a severe storm.